Hi, I'm Hsieh, and this is my diverse story. My parents started a film production company when I was born, and it was called Karma Pictures, and the idea was they wanted to create movies that had positive images of Asian American males in feature films. And they wanted to, have their son grow up with role models that he saw on screen that, he could aspire towards. And since there weren't any, they decided to make their own. And this was a great idea, by the concept alone. It was a, very progressive concept, and it was good, but it sort of backfired for me. I grew up very hyper aware of my ethnicity and my gender, and I was super aware of the fact that I was an Asian American guy and that there was no one like me on television. And I think in a way I sort of developed a complex about it growing up. So I kind of had this chip on my shoulder, this kind of belief that as an Asian American guy, the world was out to get me, I was going to be marginalized and disempowered. And this kind of traveled with me for most of my adolescent life. And it actually affected more than just my identity as an Asian American male. It sort of fed into my identity, and everything else in my life. I knew I was gay. I knew for sure 7th grade when I had my first girlfriend. And I didn't come out for another 3 years because I didn't want to label myself a double minority candidate. I didn't want to label myself, put myself in a smaller box, make myself easier to target, easier to ostracize and marginalize. And it got to a point where this kind of ate me up from the inside out. And finally, 3 years later, I decided to come out because I realized it was more important for me to live a truthful life than a powerful one. But recently I actually joined an organization that has kind of helped me sort of rethink power. As a sophomore at Harvard, I joined ABWA, which is the Association of Black Harvard Women. And it sounds unusual for an Asian American gay guy to be part of a all-black, all-female group. And actually, as it stands, I am their only non-black, non-female member. And they have accepted me fully and completely. And I think a large part of that is due to my double minority experience. And I realized that that acceptance is not afforded to the straight male community. And I was thinking, I think it's because, straight Caucasian men don't really have the same understanding of a diverse or, minority experience. And I know that's a, sweeping generalization, but this made me realize that perhaps, there is something to a minority experience. By understanding what it's like to be marginalized, you can better understand other groups who have gone through a similar experience. And this got me thinking that perhaps it's not about, power in this top-down structure, but it's more about understanding other people. And there might in fact be something to, diversity. And what I realized, it's diversity, not minority, right? The more diverse you are, not, the more minority you are, the more diverse you are, the more power you have in the sense that you are able to communicate with others and empathize and, understand other experiences. And I think that in and of itself holds power. And I think that power, is more diverse power. And so understanding that, I think, really helped me come to terms with my own, diverse experience. And, it helped me kind of restructure how I view myself and my world, and it's made me proud of who I am today.